Following multiple breaking news updates tonight across the WBTV area.
And a live address from the president over the war in Iran leaves more questions than answers. Thanks for joining us for WBTV News at 11. I'm Siobhan Bryant.
And I'm John Carter, and we want to start in Gastonia. That's where an apartment complex turned into a crime scene after at least one person was killed in a shooting. Now, this happened earlier this evening along Hine Way. That's right off East Hudson Boulevard, as you can see mapped out here in the southern part of town. And that's where we find WBTV's Dalford Jones, who's been gathering new details, and he's joining us now live from Gastonia.
So, Dalford, what do we know about the shooting, and is anyone in custody tonight?
Sad news tonight. Police on scene confirmed with us one person is dead. Another is in the hospital. Siobhan, when it comes to who's responsible, they do not have a suspect as of news time. They're still in the very early stages of investigating and processing this crime scene since neighbors called a little after 7:45 reporting hearing gunshots. We want to give you a look at the scene here. The crowd of onlookers has dissipated since we arrived around 9 o'clock tonight, but I want to direct your attention to the first apartment building to my left, up on the third floor. That's where we saw crime scene investigators drape that blanket over the railing there before we saw camera flashes. We saw crime scene investigators on the second floor with flashlights, and there we saw them place a couple crime scene markers, as well as on the ground level with flashlights, searching for any detail that can help them figure out what unfolded here in Gastonia tonight. We're told by police, again, no word on a suspect, but this complex does have several surveillance cameras, and they're hoping at least one of them can point them to who's responsible. Tonight, we're live in Gastonia. Dalford Jones, WBTV, on your side.